Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Fun Size, and today we're going to be looking at the new 17s that dropped on JP Dokkan, and we're going to be looking at them at, as you can see, 55% Link level 1, and I'm just going to give my overall thoughts on this unit, and we're going to be going into the Vegeta, Legendary Vegeta event, because I figured it would be really too hard for any other event right now, just based off of them not only being 55%, but as well just overall how they're designed and everything like that. So because we have to go against a super class enemy, I figured why not here, and I figured this would also be a really good test as far as how good they really are, because this event's not too hard, but it's not too easy either. So I figured this would be a really good place to put them up against this particular fight. So let's jump in. All right. So we got the 17s on the first rotation. Now they're not getting any support as far as their passive goes, and they're at 92,000 defense. Okay. So they're not getting any extra bits of their passive there or anything, because not all allies are extreme class, but we are getting attack support from Double Gamma 2 here. So that's cool, I guess. So he's at 2.3 right now. Okay, so 2.3 million. Not bad, not bad. Now, as far as this character and their kit and everything is concerned, they do get a medium chance to additional super. So it's a guaranteed additional, and then a medium chance for it to be a super, and then they get a guaranteed super if, or excuse me, for the first 4 turns that they're out, they get a guaranteed super if they're going against a super class enemy. So there's that. And also, if the entire rotation is all extreme, then they do get another 70% attack and defense for the turn. So that's pretty good. And then as far as the rest of their passive, they do get a 17% chance to crit and a 17% chance to dodge every time they do a super. So as far as building this guy, you would probably want to go either more dodge, potentially, but that would kind of hinder his transformation. So I would say a full additional, a build between additionals and dodge. Okay, just to help him out a bit when he's in his base form. But other than that, I'm not sure what they were thinking about with this character, because all in all, he doesn't really hit like he should. And what I mean by that is, yes, I understand he's at 55% and he's not a celebration LR or anything of the sort. I understand that. However, this is going on year 9 now, right, of the game, and I don't feel like he's up to par. So he's at 5 links here with the 19 and 20, and his overall link set, excuse me, also he's at 110,000 defense, by the way, right now, linked up with them getting the support and the links. So just keep that in mind. So his overall link set is Brutal Beatdown, Android Assault, Shocking Speed, GT, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Fierce Battle. And the only 2 that we are not getting being linked up with the 19 and 20 here are Shocking Speed and GT. So keep that in mind. Now, overall with this character, I feel like if they were going to release something like this character in particular, since he is a villain and we never see villains, like we get a villain release like what, once every like 6 months, something like that. And for him to be the way that he is, I don't feel like that's justified. It's not justified at all, because he's got so many restrictions to his kit. For example, when he transforms, the only way that he gets a key absorption is if you're below 70%. Or 77%, I believe. Which is dumb. Like, why didn't you just give him that to begin with? And then he gets a scouter at 34% or below. That's also lame. Like, just change that, right? But that we're not done yet. We're not done. But before we even get into the rest of his transformations and everything. I have a lot to say about this character. Anyway, he's at full links now. All of his links are active. Now, we're actually not going to activate all of his links here because I do want him to potentially get hurt, or we want to lose HP in general right now. So I'm going to try to do that by throwing him in the first slot. Now, he would have had all his links active with the 19 and 20 and the AGL 17 as well, but that's okay. We're going to mainly keep the AGL on rotation anyway, so we're just going to float off the support because we don't want to inflate his numbers too much. But overall, what I was saying with this character is if they're going to release this type of character like this, they need to be absolutely, like, borderline broken to just keep up with the, you know, the release periods that they actually do this in. Because the frequency that they do releases right now for villains is so low that every single villain that is an addition to the game it has to be ridiculous. At least in my opinion, because they don't ever come around. And if they're not good, then what's the point? What is the point of even summoning for them? And on top of that, because they're infrequent, okay, where are the villain teams? You know, where do we ever get to play with the villains? Never, never, ever. What other villain team are you guys running right now? You're probably running Wicked Bloodline if you're running any villain team at all. And that's cool. What they did with Cooler was great. He's an LR, I understand. But even little Cooler, right? The TUR Cooler. When he came out, he was absolutely retarded. He was busted. And now we have the 17s here. And this is, what, 2023? And he's kind of lackluster. Which is like, okay, why? So he's at 124,000 defense here. Nothing crazy. He's still linked up. Got still the 6 links from the AGL 17 here. And again, we're trying to take damage here. We're trying to get the transformation, and we're trying to do all of these things. And mind you, it is turn 7. By turn 7, in any difficult fight right now, any difficult content, oh my goodness gracious. Well, we wanted to take damage, right? Well, we're definitely taking damage. Okay, he's at 3.2 now. He is still stacking attack. Okay, so that's good. But any of the hard fights right now, they are very short. They are very quick and to the point. And when are you actually going to use this guy? That's my question for anybody that, you know, is developing this game right now. When are we to use this guy? Because as of right now, you have to wait 5 turns and be below 70% before you can even transform with him. That's bogus. And if they're going to make a restriction that strict, why not make him ridiculous when he transforms? I don't understand. Because even when he transforms, he still has to get hit 10 times before he's even defensively built up. And they said, okay, we're going to give you 2 turns of damage reduction because for 4 turns, we're going to go ahead and pop a Ghost Usher here because I want to stay at this HP threshold, just so you know. But other than that, like, I don't understand why they did it like this. What is his purpose? Because if he can't tank and he does okay damage, like, okay, what unit can't do damage nowadays? Like, look at Gamma 1. He does everything, and he's a TUR as well. So you can't sit there and tell me that, oh, they don't make TURs like that. Well, what about him? And they're superhero units. They didn't need to buff that team, but they just keep buffing certain teams that don't need it. The superhero team is already ridiculous. And then they buffed them again the 8th year anniversary. Where are the villain buffs? Where are they at? Is this considered a villain buff right here? I mean, yes it is, but at the same time, no it's not. So, okay. What is he at now? Still 92,000 defense. He doesn't stack or anything as far as defense, no damage reduction. But let's pop his active skill. Let's transform. Okay, cool. So when this guy first comes out, he is now perfectly linked with the AGL 17. He's at 124,000 defense with 34% damage reduction. Now that only lasts for basically 2 turns, or 4 turns if you want to read it the way it's written. But we all know that's basically just 2 turns because he's going to go away for a turn and then come back and then go away. So it's only for 2 turns. Now, that's cool, that's great, but no, it's not. No, it's not. Do we survive this? Please? Okay. We survived by the skin of our teeth, and he's at 6'4". See, he does damage. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he does good damage. Even at 55%, you know, he'll do even more damage when he's rainbowed and all that. But, again, what unit can't do damage now? And he's at basically no defense, and he has a little bit of damage reduction. If this was, let's say, the AGL phase right here, we would have died. Like, we would have literally just died. And the fact that I have to actually sit here and sabotage the team to get his transformation or anything like that, and he's not even that crazy. What is the point? Where are you ever going to use that? You're never going to use it. It's just going to sit there. So I'm low-key glad I didn't rainbow this guy or anything like that yet. But my point being still is that this team, just this team in particular, right? This character, the team that he leads is nothing crazy either. It's not like we have a bunch of premium units to pick from on his team either. He is arguably the strongest one on the team. Which, evidently, he's not that strong to begin with. And remember, I'm trying to stay very low HP here because I do want to get the other part of his passive, where if you're below 34%, you get the Scouter. So I'm going to keep popping Ghost Ushers here. Yep, we're going to just pop another one, our last one. Hopefully we could kill him. I have faith that we will, but this game surprises me sometimes. I wouldn't be surprised if he just dodged it and was like, nope, I survived with 1 HP. Okay, cool. We one-shotted him. Excellent. Good job, Gamma 1. Good job. Okay. So this turn, he's getting 6 links and some support from the 19 and 20 here. Okay? And, oh, perfect. Perfect. Now we get to see his super awesome key absorption because we are very much below the threshold. 17 AGL, just don't die for me, please. Please, just don't sell. I really need this right now. Please, don't do me like this. Okay. Everybody, let's just... Oh, okay, cool, double digits. We're good. No need to worry now. And we're not going to get this Dokkan attack because we're trying to do as little damage as possible. Because you, sir, are not the showcase unit. I mean, technically you are, but you're not. Not this version of you. Okay. So now we get to watch this. Ah, okay, not yet. Not yet. Come on. Come on, do your attack. Yeah. Thank you. He's at 6'6". Cool. Alright, what are you going to eat this for? Oh, that's right. You absorb it. For how much? 80,000. What? 80,000? Oh my god. Oh, and that's another thing. His kit contradicts itself. At least when he's first out. Because within that 2 turns, if you get Ki Blast Supered like I just did, it's basically going to do no damage. And it's not going to heal you for very much. So what's the point? The only time you're ever going to want to tank with him is when he's at, you know, his best, which when he has that 34% damage reduction. What is the point if you can't even heal off of it? What? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense. So far, I'm not liking the unit so much because of the restrictions and overall how he's built and designed. Very cool character though, very cool animations. The transformation is dope. Like, everything is cool about the character. Even the card art is cool. Like, everything is cool, but where are you gonna use him? When are you gonna use him? You're gonna use him versus any of these other premium teams that we have nowadays? No, you're not. You're just not. Okay, let's see how he tanks. Let's see how he tanks this, boys. He's not fully built up yet, I understand, but this is the point that I'm making. Let's see what he tanks this for. Let's see. Wow. Wow. 150k normals. And we got another key absorption. That's great. Okay, so we did heal for quite a bit that time. And we literally would have died if he didn't do that. So, okay, cool. We have some utility there. But how would we know that if we were at, you know, super low HP? Or, excuse me, higher than 34%? How would we know that that was a super there? We just happened to have that happen. By the grace of God, we had that happen. Now, if that wasn't a super there and we didn't heal, we literally lost. We lost. Just know that. Like, we lose there. Whether he was built up fully or not, I'm pretty sure we just lost. So, keep that in mind when summoning for this guy. Yeah, we're in 2023 and this is what units still look like. Still hot garbage. And I'm not sure if Gamma 2 can tank this. Well, you know, he was at 400k, so I think he should be fine. He should be fine, and this is what we wanted for a key absorption whenever you want, right? That's how they could have fixed him. They could have left everything the same except give him a scouter and give him absorption whenever without an HP restriction or anything like that. If you would have just gave him those two things and just changed that part of his kit, you could leave everything else the same. Everything else. It doesn't matter about the transformation. It doesn't matter about how many times he has to get hit. None of that. All of that goes out the window as soon as you give him a scouter and an ability to absorb Ki Blast supers. Then he becomes like top 10 unit of the game. Right? He becomes ridiculous at that point. But no. No love for the bad guys, right? No love. No love at all. No. They can just sit on the back burner. We don't need those. They don't exist. Like, come on, guys. We don't get any villain units. Please, we need good villains. You can't do us like this. You can't expect people to want to buy this character, basically. Look, he's fully built up and he's at 335,000 defense. He is fully built up right now. We have taken 10 hits and he is fully linked. Do you think that's pretty good? Do you think that's good? No. No, he's not. He doesn't stack. He doesn't do anything else. This is his max for 55%. I understand, again, that it's 55%, but we have other units at 55% that are blowing this guy out of the water. As far as utility, as far as their kit at base, everything. Like, for example, Gogeta, when he released, what was he doing? Oh, he's a type, effective against all types. Oh, he had dodge. Oh, and then when he transformed, he got guaranteed crits, and he got a better chance to dodge. And, like, dude, come on. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. But I've harped on enough about this 17. I really wish that he was better, even though he's not. And again, I keep stating this because I don't want people to think that I'm being too harsh on him. I understand that it's a 55% video. I understand that. I understand he's not an LR, and I understand the role of TURs. They're supposed to be just better picks, you know, it's like helpful, the next best thing other than LRs. I get that. But as far as I can tell, with the restrictions and the overall the way he's built and the fact that he basically doesn't do anything even when he's in base other than stack, I mean, cool, man. Cool. Thanks. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me. I appreciate every one of you that watches my videos and does the things that I ask. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.